Welcome everybody to our meet and greet. One of the reasons why we do this is, one, we've had so many people join in coaching and Take Shape for Life this last little bit, and we always like to just help everyone get a really good start. So we're going to go over a lot of the basic stuff of what it looks like to get started with coaching and get a rockin' start. I know actually a lot of you that I'm already looking on here have already gotten a great start. I've seen people that have already made senior coach, manager, actually a lot of people that have already even made executive director, even getting started, because everyone that was invited to this call is coach that has been coaching or got started since the beginning of November to currently. So we have people that are like brand new, all the way to people that have been coaching for a couple months. So it's a great time to be getting people healthy. And that's why we're going to cover a few things here today. And let me just share my screen real quick. Cool, there we go. All righty, so we already kicked off. It's a few minutes after, but again, if you're on the call, you're a newer coach, and we want to welcome you to this group. Coaching, you're going to hear from a few trainers tonight that I'm really excited about. Myself, Susan LaBelle from the Susan and Shane LaBelle crew, and then Don Chow from the Don and Brian Chow crew. We're going to go over a few different things. We're going to go over getting started, reaching out, what it looks like to get started with health coaching, how to reach out, how to use yourself on Facebook, and basically the simple system that we have that really makes what we do really easy, simple, and how to grow your coaching. Again, I'm seeing so many faces on here, and it's been so fun to watch a lot of you guys get a good start. I see people that have already launched out and got their first few clients. They're already on track for executive director. I mean, I saw Dan on there. Sarah, you're off to a great start. Ciosi and Jamie, you guys are kicking butt. Norma, we'll hear from you in a second. But it's just a really good time to be us. And we have a few things we want to share on today to just really help make sure you got the system, you got plugged in on everything you need, and how to reach out and help people make that next step. Like I was saying, this is one of the best decisions I've ever made, is to become a health coach and pay it forward. Not only just for my health, it's kept me healthy. I've helped a lot of people, but it's also been a really good investment in my time as far as business goes. So it really hits all fronts of it. So I want to congratulate you guys on getting started. And just to kind of show how simple everything gets off and how we have so many great stories, I thought we'd share from a few people that are newer coaches this year. We could have called on a lot of people, but I was actually going to have Christy Schuster share first. She has a great story and someone who really just totally followed this plan that we laid out and stuff that we're covering tonight. And so, Christy, could you tell people here, if you're on, could you share a little bit tonight about what's changed in your health and what you've created since paying it forward to people and getting started?
I can. Hello, Brad.
Hey.
Hey, first of all, I just want to say congratulations to everyone who's on this call tonight and made the step to get on. I remember my first meet and greet, and I was totally nervous. I didn't want to get on, and I think it took me a while to even put my face on the camera. So congratulations to everyone who's on. Just real simple about me. I actually started a program a year ago, February. I've lost 105 pounds. Started coaching in July, and really, in all honesty, I just started with the first 5 people who were on my heart, and really it wasn't too hard because they actually reached out to me, which made it nice. And then I kind of just built on that. I used our simple systems. I utilized Dawn and Brad. They helped me with my first few clients, and via 3-way calls, 3-way messages. And before I knew it, I was helping other people, just one person at a time, one day at a time, all the way up to now. Things are really looking good. I have brought on some pretty amazing coaches on my team, so very ecstatic for all of you guys who are on. And actually in March, I am walking away from my job to be a full-time mom. So this business has definitely helped me and my family, and very grateful for it.
I love it. I mean, and you didn't really cover your health. 100 pounds lost on our program totally transformed your health and paid it forward to a lot of people. And one of those people, again, is even newer, brand new this month. And I thought you could introduce Norma to kind of share another story. We could have called in a bunch of people tonight, but I thought it was kind of cool that you have your story following this. Norma's doing the same thing, and she's off to a great start. So maybe we could hear from Norma and kind of how her story's gone and what she's been doing this last little bit.
Are you on, Norma? Sorry. Okay.
So I've lost 55 pounds. I'm a neonatal nurse that works night shift. I had a doctor once tell me that if you work night shift, you'll never lose weight. Christy is my son-in-law's sister-in-law. So that's how they met. That's how I met her. And I got on the program, and my daughter, Jessie, said that I needed to be a coach because she thought I'd be good at this. I agreed to do some coaching, and the main reason is I wanted to have one of my kids who's got a lot of weight to lose. I wanted him on the program. And so for Christmas, I told him he had the option of either he doesn't have a lot of money, so we always buy him food every year for Christmas. And so I told him we would either buy him the food or we would put him on the program. And he jumped on it so fast it made my head spin. And he said, I want to get down to 225 pounds. So I know he'd been watching us and he'd been thinking about it and wishing he could do this, but he can't afford it. So he started last Sunday. So I'm really excited about him. And that was pretty much the one I was going to do. And then it kind of went crazy from there. And I told Christy, I feel like I'm sitting on a bucking bronco and all I'm holding on to is the mane and the reins. And I'm trying to hold on because it's going crazy. I had, at work, I had 4 nurses today tell me they wanted to do the program. And one of them asked me, she said, I heard you had a before picture. And I said, yeah. And I said, you haven't seen it? And she said, no. She goes, I can't see you needing to lose weight. So I showed her my before picture, and she just kind of went, oh, okay. So I've been able to make sure before picture don't want to, because I told them no. And they've been coming to me and asking me if they could join. Am I breaking up?
You were a little bit, but we actually caught, I mean, the gist of it got through. So, you know, you're a walking, talking example, and you're following the easy steps and you're laying it out, and people are coming to you because you're an example and people want this. So I love your story. Congratulations. Excited for your son, and just want to congratulate you on the great start, because you've been coaching for how long now?
Today would be 21 days.
21 days. How many hours?
How many hours have I spent on it?
I'm just joking. I was going to ask how many hours after 21. 21 hours, 5 hours, and 37 minutes. Anyways, congratulations on the great start, and thanks for being such a really good example for people here. We have a lot of new people on the line, and we wanted to just kind of share what is possible today. So congratulations. So I'm going to go over some of the great ways to get a really good start and everything you need to know to get started with coaching. And by the way, if you're not moving, by the way, as fast a pace as what we were just sharing there, that's okay. Even if you're just helping one person, you're in the right place. But these are the steps and how simple it is on how to reach out and have a really good start. So we're going to give you everything you need to know and everything that we were told when we got started to just help reach out and help more people change their health. So just a few things to review is, one, you guys, when you guys started as a health coach, you guys got a welcome email with some great tips and videos of how to get started and know exactly where to put your time and effort. We recommend as soon as you buy your health coaching kit, if you're brand new, and like some people here on the line like bought their health coaching kit today or yesterday, we recommend a meet and greet with your support team, your health coach and maybe their health coach within the 24 hours. It's quick, it's easy, but we just go over some of the quick steps, answer any questions, and basically find out where can we jump in and help people get healthy, kind of like Norma was talking about. It can get crazy pretty quickly if you put yourself out there and take the steps. So that's why we recommend doing that. We want to know what you want to achieve. We want to know who you're excited to help, and we're going to help you get out there and do it and take action. Because you never probably health coach before. So we want to help you, show how easy it is to help people get started. We want to walk side by side with you and help you do it. So I'm going to go over a few of these examples here in a bit. And then we're going to have a little bit more in depth from Dawn and Susan a little bit later. But getting started is simple. Just like actually Christy and Norma said, is we want you to get out there and help people right away. Making a list of your first and favorite 10 people that you want to help is right where we suggest that we get started. You can make a list of more, that's fine. I mean, the average person, there's a study that shows the average person has 300 to 600 acquaintances. And if you would have told me that in the beginning, and some of you probably are now, you're laughing at me, but I actually told our medical director and the guy behind this entire movement of people creating health that I didn't know anybody And to date, we've helped over tens of thousands of people get healthy just through connecting with people. So if you follow these steps, it gets really exciting in how many people you can get connected with. So just focus on your first 10, the people that are noticing, asking, or some people that you know you want to talk about this. You've dieted with in the past, had a workout partner. They've told you they're working on health goals. I mean, the average American, 2/3 of people are overweight or obese, and the rest of them want to live a healthy life. So we really have something for 100% of the American populations. As soon as you get that list set up, we're going to help you sign up your first few clients. I'd say the average coach that works at it can go senior coach, which means helping your first 5 people on our program in your first 7 to 14 days. If it takes a little bit longer, that's totally okay. But I noticed that if someone's on our program and puts a little bit of effort into this and is pretty diligent about connecting with people, they can have their first 5 clients within their first couple weeks. And how we want to do that is we want to reach out to those first few people that are noticing. Usually there's 1 or 2 right off the bat that we can sign up and just get connected. Find a time to connect with them and tell them a little bit more about our program or how you can help them get signed up if they're ready. A great thing to do is bring your health coach onto that call, because they're going to show you how easy it is to sign someone up, answer any questions they might have. Additionally, you will have 2 people that have changed their health dramatically on that phone call. So it now becomes a little bit more real to that person. So an easy way to do this, say you have a friend that's been asking me like, hey, do you have time to connect tomorrow to finally connect on this? I'd love to touch base. They say yes, you figure out a time, like, great, I'm going to have my health coach join us too, just because they want to help me out and help you get a good start. And I've actually told them a little bit about you. It's great. It works out awesome. And it's a really good way to help them feel really safe and that this is going to work for them. We have something called a client acquisition bonus, because our company is really good at rewarding people for doing the things that help them become healthy and help other people become healthy. And they know that if you help out 5 people in your first 30 days, that's the best way to get a very good start in our business. And the people that get their cab tend to do very well in moving forward and building and helping more people get healthy and creating stories kind of like Christy was talking about. That could be you. You could help 1 person and that's all you could help, or you could help 1,000 people. It really doesn't matter. But what's cool is if you just focus on your first 5, you know how to help 5 people and you can help 5 more. And that's how simply it goes. Lastly, when you're getting started, we recommend making a Facebook post to get the word out. And I'm going to go over that in a second. I would start with your first few clients that want to get signed up right now. That's where I usually go mentally. I'm like, let's get their first few people signed up, then make your Facebook post. But we all want to do that pretty closely within your first week. So again, if you have been doing, a lot of you guys have already done this and you're seeing the results of it. Some of you have got started a little bit ago and you guys have been easing into these steps, and maybe this is your time where you can relaunch, or some of you are brand new and this is what you're going to be doing starting tonight/tomorrow. So the welcome email looks like this. This is where you'll want to keep this so it has everything. It has a quick video on how to share your story with people. Don's going to go over that in a second. It has a quick video on how to create your candidate list. Susan's actually going to go over a little bit of that tonight to give you guys a little bit of effort or some ideas on that. Hopefully you guys brought a piece of paper or that contact worksheet that's in that video right there. How to invite to a 3-way call if you have more questions on how to see it's done. And then there's short videos on how to share your story, how to get a good start. Dan Valentine does a great video on how to really approach getting your first 5 people getting healthy with you, and why it's so important to get your cap. And then lastly, there's a new client email that as soon as your first person signs up, you can just click on this and send it to them, because just like you got a new client email, they'll need one too. So you're just going to show them how to do exactly what you're doing and how you're following this program, eating 6 times a day and getting healthy. This is the meet and greet that I want to tell you about. If you haven't done this yet, contact your support team and be like, hey, let's do our meet and greet. It's time for us to celebrate. I want a fun picture of me on a screen with a bunch of people. It's going to be fun, kind of like this. So this is just a fun meet and greet. When someone gets started, we want to find out, we want to celebrate their health. We want to find out who you're helping. We want to help you make a plan on how to help your first few people. And then lastly, you never want to leave, or as soon as you're getting started, you never want to leave a meet and greet without having a 3-way Facebook thread set up. And this is why you do it, is because you're looking for questions, support. This is all real time, and we do team coaching, and we help a lot of people by just basically being a team of people that just jump on top of it. So I put down Heidi's. This is a Facebook thread that we're on. Heidi is another coach, brand new, doing great. She's on track for associate director in the next few days, down, I believe, 38 pounds and just killing it. And so we have a group thread, and she's like, hey, I have someone that wants to talk after the health huddle on Monday. Who's available? Gina, as part of her support team, was like, let's do it. So that's how quickly you can jump on it, because if your direct support team's not there, someone's there, all the way up to me. I'm part of your support team. we can help you share with someone that wants to get started or answer some questions for you. Making a list, this is huge. Again, the only thing I ever got, and Ashley and I ever got really when we got started was eat the food and talk to the people. If your health's changing and you're talking with people, it's going to be a fit. So start with your top 10. Connect with those people. I gave you guys some great tips on how to set up those calls. It's nonchalant. And really the question I would ask you, or what I would encourage you to ask yourself is, how quickly can I get this done? Because it's so easy to put things on the back burner. Like, oh, next week I can do this. Next month, that would be awesome. Why not later tonight? Everyone has 15 minutes. Why not tomorrow? It may not work out for you to do that quickly, but I'd encourage you to think that quickly, because there's people out there, and that's usually how quickly you can set those things up. There's someone you could probably reach out to right now that's been asking, saying, you just say, hey, do you have 15 minutes tomorrow? I got time at my lunch, or tomorrow after dinner after the kids go down. And you can just make it that simple, be signing up your next client by then. The first goal, again, is your first 5 people getting healthy. And that's because once you know how to help 5 people, you can help 1,000 people, because it's just basically repeating that over and over and over, because they're going to be your walking advertisement. People that know them and are watching them. You're continuing to get healthy. People will watch that, and it just kind of is like as a snowball effect. The last thing I wanted to cover was Facebook launching here before I turn it over to Dawn and I'm going a little bit over on my time, so I apologize, but basically making a post. You can do it short and sweet, like saying, hey, I'm down 6.7 pounds. And it's the easiest program, just to kind of get the word out there. You can do a post of your before and after saying that it works and just that you've really been enjoying it, keeping it short and sweet and fun. And what's going to happen is people are going to comment on that. And when they do, make sure to keep note of who's liking it, but also people will be like, do tell. And then you're going to just respond to them and be like, hey, tag them, like, I'm going to send you a private message. Watch out for it, because that's going to let them know that you're going to get in contact with them. But also everyone else that's watching is going to now know to be like, all right, great. Like, I want to know too. Send me a message. Send me a message. You kind of see how it goes down here. I need to know what this is too, et cetera, et cetera. And then like people will ask you what the plan is. So this is another great way to have the launch, because if you are having trouble getting your mind wrapped around who you're going to help first, this is a great way to be like, all right, now I got this. These are the people I'm going to help. So just another great example of a Facebook launch. You can see how people jump all over it when you're doing it. If you don't get a huge response, you want to keep posting. Not every Facebook post gets it all out there, but you'll definitely make a good splash on that. So that's what I have for you for everything you need to know to get a good start. Dawn's going to go over a few great ways to really just share your story with some gusto. So Dawn, do you have some slides on that you could cover?
I do, Brad. Thank you. Okay, let me get my screen up here. So great to see everyone tonight. Oh my gosh. So what I love, Brad, is that you shared like how simple and fun it is to get started, and really some awesome examples from Norma and Christy, and just some slides that you showed about how you just put it out there. People will come to you, and so what I want to share with you guys is just a few steps on, okay, you're ready to coach, you're excited. What's your story? How do you share your story? How do you follow up with people? So the number one thing is, okay, your story. We all have a story, and all of our stories are different. They're all unique to us. So what I would love to say is just own your story, and your story is going to be changing, but really own it. And don't be afraid to share it because you're excited about it. And that's really when you saw, Brad post that picture of, that last one, posting on Facebook and stuff. Abby was so excited about putting her pictures up and so excited about just sharing the progress on her own journey that people couldn't help but jump in and cheer her on and ask her what she was doing. And so be authentic, be excited. Use that new coach welcome email that you get, just a few minutes after you order your kit. Because that is really going to walk you through. There's a worksheet in there, and it's really going to say, it's going to help you refine your story into a really short, really nice bullet point that you can share with people everywhere. So use that worksheet, use your tools, and then really practice. So what is your story? And it's so simple. It's where were you? Where were you before Take Shape for Life? Where were you at? Where were you at healthy body? Where was your healthy mind? Where were your finances? I mean, just where were you? What did life look like then? And then where are you now since you started your journey and you've come this far? And it's not just how much weight you've lost or how many size pants you've gone down, although those are really fun to celebrate and we love those. It's also, what have you gained? Your energy, your good sleep, all of that. But really, your story is going to include some tangible things and things that other people all around you can identify with. So remember, it's really all about everyone else. I mean, our stories are amazing, but in order to share this amazing gift and this program we have, we've got to resonate with other people. And so sharing what is going to be tangible and that someone else sitting out there, maybe scrolling through Facebook, will see and stop and be like, wow, that's me. I want to reach out to her. I want to reach out to him. I want to know what they're doing. So once you have people reaching out, really the next step, like Brad said, is to set up a 3-way call or a Zoom with your mentor, your coach, set up a meeting, do a 3-way Facebook thread. The power of having a third party is so amazing because they can really, really help you share this with others. So here's some tips and just some tangible pieces on how to share your story and where and when. Basically, you want to share it everywhere and often. There's no wrong way to share your story. Really sharing it in person, social media, out and about on emails, phone calls, texts, 3-way conversations with your coach, your business mentor, the person who's walking you along in your health journey. What's really important too is when someone reaches out to you, our first instinct might be to share everything about the program. But really what's important is what they're looking for, and really asking them questions and finding out what's important to them. Facebook is an awesome place to share your story. It's also a very wonderful place to just be present in the worlds of others. And I put this little thing at the bottom about consistency, because really consistency is the key to everything you do along your path as a health coach, and really to helping others. Because I've been a health coach for 6 years, and it has been the consistent day, everything I do every day with intention of reaching out to people. So with Facebook, this is when I was first starting as a coach, I was working full-time as a registered nurse. And shortly after that, I had a brand new baby. So I was busy. I had lots of things going on in my life. But what was really neat was that I could reach a lot of people that weren't even right near me geographically through Facebook, and I could connect with so many people. So I had a lot of fun. And one of the things I learned was to be consistent. And like Brad mentioned, your grand opening post, if you haven't done that yet, do that. Connect with your mentor on how to do that. They have lots of ideas. Change your profile picture and your cover picture to something that's health related. If you've got a before and after, check right now. Is that your profile picture on Facebook? Because if it's not, and you want to get the word out to people, change that. Set your before and after to your profile picture, and change it up every once in a while. Take new pictures. Add 5 friends a day on Facebook. And here's the key with Facebook. There's an algorithm that gets your information in your world into other people's worlds. And that's when you comment on people's photos. So not just liking, but actually commenting too. So if you do 2 things on Facebook every day, and that's add 5 friends and comment on 5 friends, you're going to be making some headway and, really dripping into people's lives. Start a message with 5 people every day. That's a wonderful way to just get back into people's worlds and really create some relationship and some conversations. They're going to go to your Facebook page and they're going to look at what you're doing. And if you're showing up in the world in a healthy, fun, positive way, they're going to want to reach out and ask you. And then Brad already gave the tips for really responding on Facebook. But when you put your post up, make sure that if someone asks you what you're doing, that you tag them and say, oh my gosh, Susan, thanks so much for reaching out. I would love to visit with you. I'm going to send you a message right now. And then send them a PM. And really work with your business coach or your mentor on what to send, because the verbiage is very short and sweet. So really, the gist of that is the only wrong way to share is to not share. And don't judge each day by how many people you have, jumping onto your team or jumping full on program with you right away. It takes time. It takes creating relationships, and really, really judge each day by how many seeds are you planting. So tips for when people ask. I just want to kind of go through these really quick. We really want to ask them questions. We want to find out about them. So think about each person that contacts you. What is it that they could be asking for? What is it that they might want? Ask them, what would they like to see in their health, and when did they last have that? And how, if they were able to improve their health to where they'd like it to be, like if they had a magic wand, what would that look like? And who would it affect? And then really kind of ask them questions about their daily life, their typical day, because that's going to give you clues to what habits of health are missing. And you're going to see what pieces of our program are a wonderful fit. And you're going to be able to really guide that conversation to meeting them where they're at and helping them take that next step forward in their health, whatever that might be. Here's one that I love. because as a brand new coach, I was really like scared of this. Oh my gosh, they're going to ask me how much it costs and then I'm not going to know what to say. But you know what? I very rarely have people ever have objections over the cost anymore because I understand the full value and I want to shout it from the rooftops. So if there's one thing that we can get really comfortable with is really understanding the full value of our program. And you guys, it's priceless because the value that we bring into people's lives, and when you are helping people get healthier and live more, play with their children, avoid heart attacks and things like that, it's really the value that we're providing is immeasurable. So programs about $11 a day. The average American spends $16 to $18 a day, if not more, on what they're spending on their groceries. So this is a savings for most people. They're trading out the cost of their groceries and it comes straight to their doorstep. That's pretty handy. And so really understanding that it's cost neutral and that, I mean, at the worst case scenario, it might cost someone an extra $20 or $30 a month to be having this optimal nutrition. So when someone asks me, so, okay, I've got to ask, how much does it cost? I got to get things situated. My response is always, you're going to love this because it actually is cost neutral. And I just kind of go into sharing with them that the coaching is complimentary and that really what they're going to be able to do is and it's not going to cost them much more than they're already spending on groceries, if any more. So really understanding that and getting really good at that is very helpful. So the other thing is, as you're sharing your story, following up is so key. So Brad showed you the contact worksheet, and every time someone, asks you what you're doing or reaches out, and every time you actually connect with them and share, you're going to want to put their name on that contact worksheet and put in the notes section when you talk to them, or if it was a Facebook message, and really keep track, because you're going to have people come to you who are ready right away. You're going to have people who it's going to take a little bit for them to marinate and kind of like really decide that they're ready. And then you're going to have some that are just not ready yet. So there's really, what I've learned over 6 years is that there's really not any no's. I could have someone come to me and say, I'm really not ready yet. And it might be 2 years, but they're reaching out and saying, I can't wait to get started. The thing that's always happens is that they get started and a couple weeks in, they're like, why did I not do this sooner? So meet them where they're at. Definitely plug them in, add them to your client support page, add them to the newsletters, and create a 3-way thread. Follow up 10 to 12 times. It takes usually between 10 or 12 times really for someone to fully, be offered the program and be able to, just touches, right? Like, so in different ways, Facebook, phone call, text message, just be in their worlds, because what we do is create relationships. And when someone is ready and they're excited to get started, it's super simple to add them into our Optimal Health community. In fact, a lot of you people that are on your contact worksheet are probably going to be added into to this community, but send them a welcome email. Like Brad said, that's right in your new coach welcome email. So you want to send that off as soon as they order. And then if they're not already added to our client support page, you're going to want to add them in to your client support page, and then invite them to the pieces of our community that really create this wonderful cohesion and really inspire them, which are the Real Stories of Health and Hope calls and the Healthy Huddles. Those are really kind of the lifeblood of someone's community. And we have clients that tune into those every single week and absolutely love them. So that's really what I wanted to share. And the last thing I wanted to leave you with, so I'm really passionate about this, and then I'm going to turn it over to Susan, who is as passionate about this, if not more than me, but really offering someone the full trilogy of what we have. Because we help people with healthy body, healthy mind, and healthy finances. And if we are just offering them a nutrition plan, if we're just talking about the 5-in-1, it's literally like us throwing them a life preserver and not pulling them into safety, and really not exploring with them all the things that they really want in their lives. So I just want to leave you with that really, really offer people hope in all areas of their lives, because that's what we have in our hands. So I'm going to pass it over to Susan. She's going to take it from here. And Susan's joining us from Mexico.
Hola.
Hola.
Get used to it. Get my tan on, everyone. Hey, guys. Okay, let me get my screen up and running. But yes, I am so excited about all this. Let's see here. Okay. Cool. I have to start with one of my favorite slides, and why it's my favorite, not because of what's going on in the country, because what it does, it mind blows me, simply the amount of people that are looking for us. And I know when we get started, sometimes before we say yes to coaching, we're thinking, gosh, everywhere I go, I see people that I could help. And then we kind of get a little cold feet, like, what am I supposed to say? And so thank you, Dawn. You did an awesome job with just how to share authentically. And I just want to speak today on, we're not going to ask you to do anything weird or uncomfortable. We want you, there's, yes, millions of people to help, but we work with the people that we're in relationship with, the people that you have permission to speak into their lives, maybe the people that have commented, the people in your network. And so our mission, though, is to reverse the obesity epidemic. And so I hope well, first of all, thank you guys for hearing the call and hearing the mission and understanding that we have a big job to do. And it gives me I just got goosebumps, because when I wake up in the morning and I think about the amount of people that are out there looking for something, and I feel so incredibly blessed that someone broke through their own self and their own concepts to share their journey. And that allowed me to say yes. And then what that's transpired for myself and my family over the years, it just really gets me excited. And you guys have that same opportunity and that same gift for yourself. But thank you guys for paying it forward and helping people. So this is what I love, is that every single person, you guys are all unique, and you all have your own sphere of influence. So it means that you have places that you go daily, you go weekly, monthly, that you're involved in, the people that you're in relationship with. And, Brad and Dawn both spoke about a contact list. And so if you don't have a piece of paper out yet, right now, please grab one, because I know anytime I'm on a call or people start coming to mind, and I'm like, I just need to write their name down. And so I see seasoned coaches on the line too. And I hope you guys have a contact list and you're adding to your contact list often. I am 5.5 years been able to serve people in this way. And I'm adding to my contact list. I'm following up with people from my contact list all the time. It's actually something we always go back to. It sounds so simple. Actually, I love lists. I don't know if any of you guys, I love crossing things off a list too, but I love, so for me, this was a natural, skill set to want to start writing names down, but for us to just start to brainstorm. And I want you to know, this isn't like we're going to make you go do anything with this list. Right now, I just want you to think, who's on your heart? Like, who are you excited about? Who would you love to see get healthy in your life? And just start writing those names down. And just like Brad shared, we're going to really, when you're brand new, is kind of like highlight or star your top 10 people, the people that kind of your closest friends and family, your cheerleaders in life, the people you could pick up the phone right now and say, hey, or just, get together for coffee or something. I mean, and then, or people maybe that have already asked you about your journey or anything like that. Just start kind of those top 10. And those are the people you're going to want to connect with your support team on setting up those three-way communications. But again, does this get you excited? Because and we sometimes think about, I only know these, well, it's usually about 200 or 300 people, but it's not always about just the people you guys know. It's not about getting our friends and family to do anything. And if you said that or felt that way, please hear our heart. We aren't trying to get anybody to do anything. This is not sales. In fact, if you're sad that it isn't, I hope I just didn't disappoint people. It's so far from what we do. This is really about sharing our heart and sharing what's possible, what's transformed in your life. And what's so cool is it's about them, but it's about who they know. It's really about, if you know anyone I can help, I'd love to be in touch with them. That's a lot of times when I'm letting when I was, share with my friends and family what's transformed in our life. It's really about, and they'll self-select. They'll let me know, I'd love to know more. I'd love to explore that opportunity or, that health program a little bit more through just the conversation. So, because when I look at this, you guys, each one of you are connected about 200,000 people. Is that pretty cool? Can you imagine if you could just even a small percentage of them, and you could help them feel the way you feel and how this program has transformed your life? Pretty exciting. So I'm not going to go into this too much because I feel like Brad, Dawn, you guys did an excellent job in sharing this. But we have a very turnkey approach to the way we map out our business and help you kind of set a course for what you want and your goals. We use something called a MAP, right? Simple monthly action plan. And on the back, we keep our contact sheet. So yeah, I'm in Cabo, but it was so easy. I could bring just a few things and I can bring my business down here, which has been so awesome. But on the back, just starting to write those names, those phone numbers, and starring those top 10 people. And I want you to really settle in that the first ones that are probably going to come to mind are usually people who fit into this first little healthy body category. But I really want you to understand what our full offering is. And really, we have something for everyone. And more often than not, when we put our listening ears on, people that you come in contact with are needing usually 2, maybe even all 3 of these areas more often than not. I know for myself, I came in with the opportunity to change my physical health, but where my family needed the most was really the healthy mind and definitely the healthy finances. And I didn't even know that opportunity was fully available to me. But I'm super passionate about really what's going on in the country. And I don't have the country statistics on it, but what's going on with our healthy finances. And for us to have the opportunity to transform that in our own lives, and then again, to be able to give that gift to somebody else. So Dawn, you spoke on finances or spoke on like, if someone says, I don't know if I can afford it, that's usually my first like moment of, wow, there's probably more to this offering that could really be a gift in their life. And I know when I started to explore, and this may fit for some of you guys, was I was looking for 2 things. I was looking for accountability because I had lost weight plenty of times, but I always found it again. And so I was looking for, no longer, and I needed a larger layer of support, and I wanted to be part of this community, and I was looking for that accountability. But I was also looking for a way to pay for my food because, that would have been helpful for our family. And so I just want to share, and before I go into numbers, some of you guys are just going to go like, la, 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 la. And that's fine. That's totally fine. Because I find that most people join our mission, not just to make money. And that's actually why I love our community. Everyone loves people and wants to serve people and wants to help people. And what's really cool is they pay us pretty well for it. But then, as we start to set goals for yourself and what that looks like, it's nice to know there's a course and a path. And so Brad spoke to the CAB, the client acquisition bonus. And I find that it's January, you guys. There's a lot of people in your spheres of influence choosing health. So if you support 5 clients in the first 30 days, you're looking at right at, $400, a little over $400, $400 to $450. That pretty much right there covers the cost of your food if that's your personal goal. Or maybe it's, planning a trip with your family, or you have a car payment or something like that. And some people, that's their desire, that where they want to stay. What I love about this business is you're in business by yourself, just not for yourself. Did I say that right? Yeah, I did say that right. It meaning that, we're here to support you and really find out what your goals are. None of us are your boss. It's really, we want to know what your goal is. And what's cool is your goals are going to change. So yes, my goal was that would be really exciting if I could pay for my food. And then it was like, wow, it'd be really exciting if my husband didn't have to work overtime. And then that was able to, and then wow, it'd be really, really exciting if I could take my family to Disneyland. And then, wow, maybe I could actually leave my job as a hygienist to be home with my kids. Who knew that was even an option? Wasn't even on my radar. And then, a few years in, for my husband to come home, and we actually made this a career path, meaning that we all start somewhere, we all want something different. And so connect with let them know, like, what would you like to see? But no matter what it is, we all start with the first few people that are on our heart. We share our story, and we move them forward. Pretty simple and fun, right? So these are just some quick numbers. Like some people come in, like $1,000 tends to be a number I hear a lot for people that have like kind of that starting base. That's supporting about 12 people, you guys. $2,000 a month is supporting about 20 people on program. I find that that's very doable in 60 to 90 days, if that's your goal. So, you set the course, we have a course for that, you set the pace. But I find that when someone makes a decision, it's about a 60 to 90 day process. But most likely what I love is that, Dawn talked about offering our full trilogy. I'm really passionate about that as well. And you're going to support clients just like yourselves that are going to love this. It's going to transform their health and their life, and they're going to want to help their friends and family. And that's what's so cool is you can give them everything that we have to offer. So I find that at least 1 out of every 5 clients chooses to help their friends and family. And I'm actually finding the numbers are more 2 to 3 out of every 5 clients, that this is a really good fit for their accountability. Again, everyone wants something different from it, But so if you're supporting about 20 clients, you more than likely have 4 or 5, just like Christy shared. It's just, we've got this awesome gift. You usually have 4 to 5 coaches that are assisting their friends and family. And so the income will actually grow from there. So again, I don't want to focus too much on that, but I know for some that if you're going to take time away from your family, maybe you're a busy person, and like, why would I invest some time here? This may be something that's like, okay, I just need to see what it is, and then connect with with your business coach. Let them know, who you're excited to help, setting up those 3-way calls, and really kind of what your first goal is for yourself. What would you like to see maybe over the next 2 to 3 months, and especially here in these first 30 days? Is the CAB something you want to really strive for? Because we can really assist you to do that. So with that, this is just, again, like average yearly incomes just based on our income disclosure. And I love that. We talked about 5 clients. How would an extra raise of $3,800, actually $3,900 this year? And like I said, that could be a car payment. That could be a vacation for your family. And I'm sure if you went to your boss today and you were like, hey, I'm willing to put in an extra 2 hours a week. Can I get a $4,000 a year raise? Maybe they'll give it to you, but I know my boss wouldn't have. So cool that you guys all just gave yourself a raise, self-selected. And really what's so cool is there's going to be a lot of people's lives that are transformed this year because you guys have stepped up and you're going to share your story. And because of that, you're going to be able to help other people have breakthrough in their health. So with here's me and my little my pod. This is my family, and what I really want to leave you guys with today is that you guys have all been given this incredible gift, and I just want to say thank you, and I want to say welcome, and just thank you for hearing the call and seeing the mission and seeing what is going on in the country. And just thank you guys for paying it forward. So let's go share. Let's share boldly. Let's be proud of what we have to offer. And last of all, but have some fun, because if you're not having fun, you're totally doing this wrong. So super important to be having lots of fun. So with that, Brad or Dawn, do you guys have any last parting words before we wrap up the call?
Hope, I think we're good. We totally covered it. We want to welcome you to our team, congratulate you on your health. The steps are clear. So if any of those things you have questions on, reach right out to your support team after this and say, all right, tackling our next 5 clients or my first 5, let's get that CAB. Let's create some health in some people's lives and get them plugged in. You don't have to be great to get started, but you do have to start to be great. So let's go change some lives. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.